Fellas, what's good? Not me. Listen, man, I filmed the worst best men's fragrance haul of 2023 of all time. Let me explain here. So I did some shopping, and along with shopping comes unboxings, and I did an epic video, or so I thought, of unboxing these fragrances. Fast forward a couple weeks and we say no, there's no footage. So today I'm going to talk about some of the fragrances I picked up within that unboxing video, and then let you know how I feel about them so far. So this will be an almost first impression. Now, the video that I'm talking about originally featured 7 fragrances, and I said, maybe I can work smarter, not harder. And I ended up taking 2 of those fragrances out, making them their own separate unboxing videos. Hopefully you've seen them by now. If not, check them out. First one came from Armani, and this one was Armani's Acqua di Gio Parfum. Yes, the new 2023 release, or is it Profumo? And then also we had this one here, which was Montblanc Explorer Platinum. Now, they were in the original lineup, and I pulled them out moments before filming the video and said, hey, you two will be on your own. So because of that, I had a few other fragrances that I brought into the mix. And the first fragrance I unboxed there was a fragrance that I thought was phenomenal, and I still do, and hopefully a lot of you out there will as well once you get your hands on it. The fragrance comes from Paco Rabon, and this one is Paco Rabon's 1 Million Royal. This thing is pressure. Even looking at the presentation on 1 Million Royal, you can understand that this fragrance is fit for a king. And on first spray, that you know that opulence is in the air. This fragrance features cinnamon, you have some orange, and then also you get some warm ambers within this fragrance. It brings that 1 million DNA even more to life and makes it more richer, and a fragrance that is so phenomenal. In fact, I'm not sure what took this fragrance so long to release. 1 Million Royals are going to be the perfect fragrance for a night out on the town, or if you're within a buzzing conversation and you want to turn heads, then spray this one on. Now, in the first impressions of 1 Million Royal, I was blown away, like boom, mind blown. This fragrance is truly phenomenal in my personal opinion. Along with that, if you enjoy fragrances like 1 Million or 1 Million Parfum, particularly 1 Million Lucky, if you enjoy that one as well, then you are going to love 1 Million Royal. Phenomenal fragrance. I'm happy to have it within the collection. And here you are, my semi-first impression. Now, although I did not unbox the fragrances in this order, I feel because we've just talked about Paco Rabon, we might as well stay within the same house. This fragrance is none other than that of Paco Rabon Invictus Victory Elixir Parfum Intense. That is quite a mouthful, and hopefully I said it all correct. Now, the interesting thing about this fragrance is that I was under the impression that I purchased this fragrance back in February, and I waited and waited and waited, and it didn't come. And I went back to check my orders. I thought I ordered this fragrance, but I did not. So here it is today, and this is another fragrance that I was like, yes, Paco Rabon knows exactly what they are doing. Now, when I think about the Invictus line of fragrances, they've come a long way. You started off with the original Invictus, which was a legend in its own right. Then you had the 2016 Invictus Aqua, just amazing. And then you had Invictus Legends and all of the other fragrances that came afterwards. And then you had the 2018 Invictus Aqua that people were less than pleased with. But I can tell you that smelling all the fragrances and even the original Elixir, this one right here, my guy, is phenomenal. Now, I think I just said the original Elixir, but what I meant was the original Victory. Now, when we look at this fragrance, it has a lot of what you would expect from this fragrance. It's supposed to be bold, exude strength and masculinity, and within this fragrance, you do get that. There's this grapefruit within this fragrance. You get some spices here, and then you also get some woody nuances here. Now, I think it's extremely important to note that when you think of the grapefruit notes within this scent, it's not to be confused with something that you might get within the Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme Italian lineup, like the Italian Love or Zest, whatever it's called at that point. You're not gonna get anything like that. It's not that authentic, off-putting grapefruit. This one does come along really well and it complements the fragrance for sure. Just adds a little je ne sais quoi to the scent, but overall, if you're looking for a fragrance that's dope, mass appealing, sensual, all of those things, this fragrance is for you. So no matter if you're hitting the gym or the boardroom, this fragrance is going to be great to help you overcome that next challenge. Invictus Victory Elixir Parfum Intense from the house of Paco Rabon. Now the next fragrance I'm going to talk about today is also a 2023 release, like most of the fragrances on today's list. And this one comes from the house of Valentino, and this one is Valentino Born in Roma Parfum Intense, another intense version of a fragrance, but this one still has what you would expect within the line, where you're gonna get something that is sensual. And this fragrance is really built off romance. Yes, if you're looking for a romantic blend that you can spray on, it has that undertones of sweetness here. It's a thicker composition and overall a nice wearing fragrance that is crowd pleasing in a sense, and this is a fragrance that you can reach for. Valentino Born in Roma Eau de Parfum Intense is a fragrance that you should be wearing again for those alluring encounters. One that you can feel confident in knowing that the vanilla, the spicy ginger are all going to kick in and add to that appeal that you are looking to create with a scent like this. If you want to smell irresistible, then this may be one of those fragrances that elevates its way into a signature scent for you for those close encounter situations. Again, another 2023 release that I think is worth the coin. So be on the lookout. Valentino Born in Roma Eau de Parfum Intense. And the final new fragrance that I unboxed within that original video came from Rochas Man, and this one is Rochas Man Intense, or Rochas Man Intense. And this fragrance to me is one that caught me by surprise, just in the sense that I didn't think they were going to come out with another version of this fragrance so far down the line. Now, if they've come out with different iterations of this Rochas Man scent, then I just don't know about it, because honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the original, and nor am I the biggest fan of this scent here. Now I know a lot of you guys out there like, oh B, you're tripping, I love this scent, and some of you talk about the vibes that you get from like the Bond, like the New Harlem. This gives you that same type of vibe, but to me this is not a DNA that I truly love. Okay, I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it. In fact, when I look at the Rochas Man fragrance that I have in the collection right now, it's not one that I go back to often. In fact, it's not on display. I can't see it. It's tucked off in the drawers, difficult to get to. And when I filmed this video, I immediately put this fragrance in there with that scent. So I haven't been back to it a ton. I'm just letting you know what I originally got with this fragrance. Now, what I can appreciate about Rochas Man Intense is essentially it's almost this gourmand feel within this fragrance. If you go ahead and smell this one, you still get that syrupy, that maple syrup type of feel here, which is not bad, but there are other things within the fragrance that I prefer not to smell. Put it that way. But all in, when you're thinking about this fragrance, think of lavender, think of coffee, think of warm amber within this scent. It's probably going to be better suited for that cooler weather. Maybe fall-ish time is when this would be a good fragrance to pull out. The horrible bottle design has not gone anywhere. It is still there, but it does stand out on the shelf. So now it kind of is like a lava lamp, but a lot of you say a butt plug. So whatever suits your fancy, be on the lookout for that one if you enjoy that DNA. It's obviously more intense, more ramped up versus what you would traditionally get with the OG. And then the final fragrance that I unboxed within that lineup was not a new fragrance, but it's a fragrance that is new to me. Not that I didn't know about it, it's just not one that I've purchased in the past, but I needed to make up some room, and this is the one that I picked up, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun Pour Homme. Now, this fragrance here, when I smelled this one, I was like, yes, this fragrance is dope. In fact, I enjoyed this much more than some of the other Dolce & Gabbana light blue fragrances that are out there. The grapefruit notes in some of those other ones are less than wearable to me. Therefore, I'm not a huge fan of them. But this one here is one that I was like, yes, I can understand it. I get it. I see why people love the DNA because this fragrance does so many things well. It's kind of like a fragrance that you could wear out in a sweaty type of environment, feel good about yourself, and know that you still smell good, because it kind of just blends in this salty-esque vibe here that doesn't come off as off-putting. It's light enough to wear. I'm a fan of this one. I look forward to wearing this in this hot triple-digit heat here in the state of Texas. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun Pour On. So there you have it. That is a recap of my epic unboxing fragrance haul of 2023 fragrance releases that I recorded, and it's no longer available. So I had to bring this back to you. Hopefully one of these fragrances stood out to you. Do you have any of these fragrances in your collection? If so, do any of them stand a chance of being one of the top 10 fragrance releases of the year of 2023? There's a lot going on out there. If you have not checked out the first video that I did on 2023 releases, I have a link down below, but there's a lot of bangers there as well. As always, I'm your boy, Big B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.